Welcome to this week's edition of Cocktails with Chrystal. I am Chrystal L., your host, founder of All Hair Academy, where my goal is just to help stylists, beauty brands create more safe and inclusive spaces where everyone feels like they belong in their chair. So today we always start with what my cocktail is, and I have a concoction today of tequila and lemonade, and I made my own cherry infused tequila. So don't know if you've ever did that, but I did it today and it's yum, yum, delicious. So today we are talking about textured hair salons coming to Walmart's, mega big beauty stores coming into Walmart supercenters. Now, when I say textured hair, you all know that I believe that all hair has texture, but that is the tagline that was in the article that I read about. So a Maryland hairstylist started a product line to help women with hair loss. And this summer, her salon will open the very first independent salon inside of a Walmart supercenter. Now, this is an effort on Walmart's behalf to support small businesses. So I find it very interesting. First off, big shout out to Dejon Burns of Prince George County, Maryland. She was creating wigs for free for women dealing with hair loss and cancer, alopecia, autoimmune disease, and she was supporting her community. So in an effort to continue to support her community, Walmart has paired with her to bring a salon into her community. So this effort is one that I believe is very smart, right? Are they going to be the new Sola Salon Suites? Are they going to be the new Phoenix salons? Are they going to be the new way that we are doing salon suites? Meaning they are now allowing individuals who have created brands that fit very well in their community, meaning that they do the hair that is reflective of the people around them. And because of that, they are having opportunities to be supported by big beauty brands. So what does that mean for individual stylists like me? I have always believed in understanding how to do all hair types and textures. Hey, JC. Hey, Whitney. Hey, Jess did my hair. Thank you all for joining me for Cocktails with Chrystal. Hey, Jordan. So I've always believed in a brand that was reflective of my community. So I give Walmart big props, but I also invite you to get curious. If you are wanting to be more, if you're wanting to be a part of your community, are you offering services that are reflective of your community? Could you imagine yourself opening up your own salon inside of a mega supercenter like Walmart? What is this mean for us, right? So if you have this opportunity, one, you are opening in a space where you have a ton of foot traffic, right? You're opening in a space where you have a ton of visibility. But in order to be successful in that spot, you have to be able to do the hair of the people that are walking through your super center. Are you prepared for that? Do you have all the necessary tools in your tool belt? Do you have all the necessary knowledge needed if Walmart, Ulta, whomever were to knock on your door and say, hey, you, hey, Misty Jane, hey, Just Does Hair, are you ready to take on this space that we're going to provide you at ultimately no cost to serve your community? I want to know, one of the things I always talk about as a woman of color, and women of color can probably relate to this. If you move to a big city, if you can find yourself a JC Penney's, you can probably find yourself a stylist that does your hair, no matter who you are. And especially as a woman of color, if you have overly textured hair, curly hair, you want to do relaxer, chemical services, over the years, JCPenney's was always your best bet. So what Walmart is doing is they're getting smart. They are saying, we want to be the new representation of community hair salons. What does that do for you? Does that make you wonder if there's a Walmart Supercenter that goes in your area that has a salon that does all hair types and textures? Is that going to affect your business? They have a huge marketing budget, right? I remember when Hudson and Hawks barbershops came to our communities, they really did a number on our local barbers. Why? Because they hired people who could do all hair types and textures. They had a very large budget and they had primary real estate. So for you as a stylist, I would invite you to get curious about thinking about, can you be replaced if someone comes in your area with a great brand that does all hair types and textures that's reflective of your community and has the support, the revenue, the marketing behind them to ultimately make you obsolete? I would hope not, right? I would hope that you have prepared yourself with systems, prepared yourself with branding, with marketing to be able to compete if this were to happen. Now, no matter where you live in the country, I feel like you should be able to walk into a salon and get your hair done. However, we know that that's not the case. We do know that there's been a lot of talk over the last few years about trying to get better about making sure we have spaces where people feel like they're welcome, and trying to get better about having and understanding more hair types and techniques and textures. Now, what I will say to you, to do that, the world is opening up, right? So it is now time to get your hands into doing more hair, doing more things just within your specialty, right? And the foundations of understanding how to do all hair types and textures that are reflective of your community. I want to also talk about one of the things that's kind of been really in the forefront in conversations, and that is about sorry about that. That is about what to do next, right? The recession is coming. So I'm a person who speaks about abundance. I'm a person who my mindset is always about what can I do to create more in my business. So I invite you to get curious about what you can do to create more in your business as we step into the second half of the year. I invite you to get curious about what can you do more to ensure that if Walmart came knocking on your door today to say, hey, I want to support you, I want to see you in here, are you ready? I want to invite you to get curious about what systems do you have in place to ensure that you are ready to tackle whatever is coming in for the next year. So with that being said, I always say, when I invite you to get curious, I also want to give you a resource, right? I want to give you a resource to be able to have and set a goal, right? One of the things that I've been talking about too is like, we have a goal, but the plan is the road map to get to the goal. So anyone who knows me knows that I am a systems chick, and I'm a systems chick because I have goals, and that system is a plan to get me from point A to point B. So I invite you to get curious about all the goals that you have right now. What is your plan to get there? So a couple of weeks ago, I decided that I wanted to expand, right? I wanted to be more of a resource for the people who are in the All Hair Academy community. So I want you to join our free community where we are having conversations like this very often, where you're going to have the opportunity to submit your questions and have not just myself, but other coaches be able to tell you their opinions, tell you their thoughts, give you insight, right? I have been telling people all the time that I am one person with one thought. I am one person who teaches and coaches the way that I've learned, or the people that I've coached, but there are many ways to do business, and you have to do what's aligned with you. You have to do what resonates with you. You have to be able to say, oh, I like this, I like this, I like that, and make that a part of your business structure. There is no one size fits all ever, right? There is not anything that I can say that you have to do if it's not aligned with you. So I invite you to join the All Hair Academy community by clicking the link in my bio. This community, I will go live. This community will also have what we're calling, I'm going to tell you, I can't believe I'm going to put it out here, something called Coach's Corner. And that is where me and 3 other coaches in our industry from vast levels of experience and life experience and business structures will be able to talk through your questions that you have about pricing, about financial foundations, about techniques, about systems, about how do I call in abundance this year. So the link is in my bio to join All Hair Academy community. Thank you so much for joining me for this edition of Cocktails with Chrystal. And I promise you this week, there's some good coming. So if you have not joined, please join the All Hair Academy community. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to slay. And if Walmart comes knocking, are you ready? Peace and love, y'all.